All right, let's see how we do against another Gecko Moria. So, like I said, this is a journey. We've been played a few more games, blah blah blah. And I ain't gonna lie, Gecko is the little tricky matchup because it feels like it's a us thing, you know. So if we lose, it feels like it's a us thing, and maybe you guys could shed some light on that. Maybe you guys could let us know what we can do better or whatever. Because I, we can win and we have won. Like we have a video showing that we beat a Gecko Moria, but I feel like we tunnel vision on our targets, and what I mean by that is like I feel like with our event, we just really want to see like, oh, we need to hit this card and we need to hit that card. So I'm starting to think maybe we need to be a little bit more free spirited and just let it go. Bow. Bottom deck too. But I don't know. Maybe you guys can let us know what to look out for. Stuff like that. What are good attack targets? What aren't? Because we see that, this leader obviously likes to recycle. Oh, okay then. He chose to, I don't know why. I guess there must have been a misclick somewhere, but G. Don't worry, we got another match. Don't worry about it. We're just trying to figure out why he left. Okay, so here's a new match. This is somebody else. And we get to open up with whatever that name was. Gravity Tiger Hadouken. Anyway, so range in the top is always wonderful when you open with Perona. Always wonderful when you open with Perona. So because we have the event in our hand, we're not going to bottom deck that. Otherwise, we probably would have bottom decked that since we also have a Doflamingo to let us look at the next sequence of cards and, rearrange that sequence and stuff. So yeah, we're feeling great about this. Decide to just put the 2K out there. Yeah, we're feeling great about this. We got a good setup going. We got the 1-drop law. We get the 6K Moria. Let's see whether he blocks or defends. I said block, right? Like, I mean counter. That's what I'm looking for. Just takes the life. Thinking about it, okay? I love 1-drop law. I love it. That's it. I just love it. It just never have to feel like you're wasting your Dawn. It's like, oh, you got that one left over. Okay, just play it. Boom. Yeah, I know. Rob Lucci. But what are you going to do? It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so we lose our blocker. Speaking that we spoke so highly of. And we lose our 6K Moria. Our hand is at 4. We decide to take, especially since that's pretty much the end of his turn. And we don't have to worry about a Perona. So he has 2 targets on the board here. How much down we got? 2, 6. Okay. So we do that. Decisions. We decide to take the 2K. Little visual bug going on. He defends. And then we get the next Dofi to look at the top 5. So we bottom decked it. So we're setting up basically to get our second Tiger event. And we're waiting for him to play an app. I think in this match, we was more so waiting for the 2 Absalons. We figured Lucci wasn't that much of a threat. Literally forgetting, obviously, 8-drop Moria is going to bring Lucci back out. So in this match, we're playing with the tunnel vision of Absalon. Like, oh, we got to make sure we get rid of the Absalon. So right here, there's technically a debate of, does he have Perona? Is he going to use Perona? So that's like a debate. So we decided to just get our hand size low, just in case if he wanted to sneak a Perona play in there, if he wanted us to block and then swing again and then get Perona out. That's what that was all about. So I'm sure he's probably, there you go, deciding how much Dawn so you could swing and just lower our board presence. In a technical sense, it's probably not a bad idea to block it, and then we just attack with the 5K Moria because we got another blocker in our hand. Now, being that we're fishing for another tiger event, or 9-drop Mihawk. Oh wow, he's being aggressive. Okay, we decided to save it. We literally could have just went for the bottom deck on those two characters right there. We legitimately could have went for the bottom deck on those two characters right there. So now we see the Mihawk, so things are looking pretty cool. We're going to be able to cheat out another character. We just got to make sure we count out the Dawn. But yeah, I think, and I've seen this from other plays and players. It's like when you got 2 of, either you discard it because you don't need the 2 of, or you just play it just so you can like use it. And obviously taking 2 of these bodies off the board will be a bit of an advantage for us, right? So that's something we should have thought about in hindsight. Like right now, like just boom, could have took those 2 off the board. Not that it's needed. I think the display might turn out good, but I don't know yet. I can't remember. See, we still got the Moria to swing. So 2K difference. Pretty much has to drop 2 cards if he wants to save it. Decides to save it. And then that's it. We go for another swing. And he saves that. So he used a 2K. So we're hyped right now. We're like, oh, his hand is low, lacking counter power, or there's something he really wants in his hand. It's probably Moria, whatever. We're predicting a Moria play, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Or that's what we're anticipating. So he attacks for 6. He plays Perona. Well, our hand size is low, so that's fine. Yeah, we can't overprotect our board. Our hand size is at 3. At this point, we would like be okay with him attacking life. So we decide to block because, okay, I don't know what that guy's name is. We're like, hey, at least we could force him to attack. And we did get excited when we saw that he only attacked for 6. So we're like, cool. Borsellino hits the board. So now it's like decisions. He only has 1 card in hand. We decide to get that out to get more power on the board. He only has the 1 card, so we swing, see if it's something, but we figured it might not be nothing. Once we get the A-OK that it's nothing, it doesn't really matter, because I'm sure he would have just protected the Lucci if anything. So we just put the Don on and swung. Now, feeling confident, it's like, oh, okay, this might be our match now. He swings. He doesn't really have much resources, but he does have 4 life. And obviously for us to play the game, we're going to have to attack life, right? So he swings 8. We don't got no way to protect that. He technically took 2 characters off our board. And then he gets out that Sabo. Attack, of course we take that. Now look, bottom deck those 2, get the Perona off the board, attack for 9. So we already established, I want to say maybe this is where we had a big mistake here, maybe. Because for the most part, we probably could have just bottom decked that. But because we're establishing so much, and we also got Boa to draw in the future. He doesn't got much resources to work with at the moment. So you probably could have got away with a lot. You know, just try to fish for the next tiger event. Big boy swing. So he wants to take out our Mihawk. He's using what is that, Hogback or whatever? What's this dude's name? Yeah, Hogback. And we're just gonna block that, obviously, because we can't defend the 13. So Perona is obviously a no bueno card, because that's kind of the last thing you might want to do is you know, give him cards. Like, that would be a no bueno. Play, give that Dawn to Boa. So look, now he has now he has 5 cards in his hand, 1 life, 5 cards in his hand. Let's see what this Moria player can do. He's thinking. But obviously, though, based on what you see on the board, it pretty much looks like we got the game. So if he does have a play, he has to make sure it allows him to live. Moria gets Rob Lucci, gets Helmeppo. Must be nice. So now Rob Lucci gets to remove both our blockers. I wasn't paying attention. I wonder, was we able to play that pudding? I was so focused on the board, I wasn't paying attention to the hand. That probably would also be a sad story if we were able to play the pudding. But yeah, with lack of counter power on our hand, we lose the 2. I mean, what am I saying? We lose what you call it? With the lack of counter power in our hand, we lose the character. Obviously, we get a blocker. We swing, and he is able to defend that whole thing. Amazing. And then there's a special event right there. But looking at that sequence, what could we have done? Probably nothing overall. Develop a character on the board if we didn't swing like that. But that's about it. So as you can see, Gecko gave him too many characters. We decide to end because if we swing with our Mihawk, we have no way of protecting it, and he still has a life card. Duval is not strong, so therefore it's not like we can afford to lose the Mihawk. So yeah, he got 5 characters on board and plenty enough Dawn to make them all become aggressive swingers. We do not have enough cards in hand, and thanks to these freebies, he gets the Absalon, pops our blocker. So now we're just eating all these attacks. The best thing we can hope for is a trigger event, whether we get what's it called, Red Rock, where we get Tiger. We're just looking for a trigger event at this point. So we take that, because the trigger events can only hit the 4s. So being that the trigger events can only hit the 4s, it was just like safer to just take it, because then we could have took an attacker off the board. Now maybe swinging with Mihawk would have took one attack off the board and then hope for a trigger probably would have been also a great thing. Yeah, you see me pointing. But I don't know, man. I feel like there was a mistake here somewhere, because we had so much of the game. Maybe we pushed way too hard, making it way easier for him to get that gecko play. But GG.